The mirror in my room started showing things before they happened. The last thing it showed me was my own death. I found the mirror at a yard sale 2 blocks over from my apartment. It was leaning against a rusted fence, propped up between some lawn chairs and a box of old VHS tapes. Nothing remarkable. Rectangular frame, scuffed edges, the glass a little fogged like it hadn't been cleaned in years. But something about it felt heavy, not physically, emotionally, like it had seen things. The woman selling it was in her 60s. Grey hair, faded flannel. She looked at me weird when I asked the price. "Take it," she said. "Just don't hang it in your bedroom." I thought she was joking. She wasn't. I brought it home and, of course, hung it in my bedroom, directly across from my bed. That night, I noticed it didn't reflect quite right. Not dramatically, just subtle things. My lamp would flicker once in the mirror, but not in real life. Or I'd move my arm and the reflection would lag by half a second. It felt like the mirror was watching me, not the other way around. I told myself I was tired, overthinking, but things got worse the next night. Around 2:30 a.m., I woke up needing water. I sat up, glanced in the mirror and froze. In the mirror, I was still asleep, not moving, not stirring, still lying flat with my eyes shut, mouth slightly open. But I was sitting up in real life. I waved my hand in front of my face. The reflection didn't move. I stood and slowly walked to the mirror. My reflection never changed, it just lay there, breathing, until it opened its eyes and looked directly at me. I stumbled back, hit the dresser behind me, and when I looked again, the mirror was back to normal. Just me standing there, pale, shaking. I moved it to the hallway the next day. I didn't even want it in the same room. But that night, I passed it while brushing my teeth and saw something that made me drop my toothbrush. In the mirror, I was brushing my teeth like normal, except behind me, my bedroom door was open. It wasn't open in real life. I double-checked, but in the mirror, something was standing in the doorway. Something tall, too tall to be human, with long arms that touched the floor and a neck that bent just slightly, like it was trying to fit through the door frame. And it was smiling. I turned around instantly, nothing there. When I looked back in the mirror, my reflection was gone. The mirror just showed the hallway empty, as if I'd been erased. I covered it with a sheet. The next day, I went back to the woman's house to return it, but the yard sale was gone. The house looked abandoned, like no one had lived there in months. Windows boarded, mail piling up. No sign of her, or the mirror. That night, I threw the mirror in the alley dumpster, but the next morning, it was back, leaning against the wall across from my bed, sheet removed, like it had never left. And worse, there was something taped to it, shaking, sleeping. A photograph, Polaroid style, of me, from an angle that could only be inside my room. I live alone, pale. That night, I stayed at a friend's place. She didn't believe the whole cursed mirror thing, but she let me sleep on her couch. At 3:14 a.m., she shook me awake. She said I'd been talking in my sleep, repeating the same phrase over and over. "It's not a reflection, it's a window." That was 3 nights ago. I haven't been home since, but last night, I got a text from an unknown number. Just one word, "tonight," and attached another photo of me standing in front of the mirror. Except I wasn't. A hoodie I'd lost, shoes I'd thrown out. Not yet, because in the photo, I was wearing clothes I hadn't worn in weeks. But everything else, the background, the room, even the way the light hit my face looked like right now, like it was about to happen. And now it's 3:13 a.m. The hoodie is lying folded at the foot of my bed. I didn't put it there. And the mirror, it's uncovered again. It's walking toward the edge of the frame, and it's glowing. Not with light, with motion, because I just watched my reflection smile at me and lift something in its hand, a shard of glass, and now, toward me. I closed my eyes for a second, just 1 second. When I opened them, the room was dark, not dim, not moonlit, pitch black. Even the street lamp outside my window was out. The only thing I could see was the mirror, It wasn't reflecting anything anymore. It was showing me a room, but not my room. It was darker, rotten, walls blistered with mold. The bed looked like mine, but the person lying in it wasn't me. Not exactly. They looked like me, moved like me, but their eyes were wide open, mouth locked in a silent scream. And the figure standing behind them, the one from before, the tall one with arms that dragged the floor, it was watching me now. Not the reflection, me, directly through the glass. And as I watched, the reflection me slowly turned its head just like the creature behind it and stared right into the mirror, into me. That's when the glass cracked, not shattered, just a thin, jagged line running top to bottom like it was being split open. From the inside, I grabbed my bag, keys, phone. I didn't even put on shoes. I ran, left the lights on, left the front door swinging open. I drove for an hour, and I didn't stop until I found a well-lit parking lot with cameras, people, a place the mirror couldn't follow me to. But that was 2 nights ago, and today, the mirror wasn't in my apartment. It was in the parking lot, standing upright. No support, no one nearby, just waiting. And taped to the glass was a new photo, me running. But behind me, a shadow with my smile. Now I don't know where to go. Every screen I look at, phone, tablet, reflection in a bus window starts to flicker around 3 a.m. And sometimes, if I watch closely enough, I can see the crack in the glass and the thing inside still trying to get out.